बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय।
जय।
प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, दिव्यात्मा, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Today, as we started our sadhana shivir, our spiritual retreat here at Yugal Kunj in Atlanta, Georgia. Also, very special welcome to all of those who are looking on YouTube also, and maybe also Bhakti TV. I had been expanding on the divine kirtan, divine song written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu for a few days now. About 5 days, 5 sessions already, and wanted to finish but could not finish, so I'll do the finishing today, this morning. That beautiful kirtan, page 176, Yugal Kunj book 1. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. So I've been expanding on this beautiful kirtan, this divine kirtan, which is glorifying the entity called the Guru. Who is the Guru? What is the Guru? What is the importance of Guru? Why we need a Guru, etc. has been expanded upon in detail for these 5 sessions already. Just to complete it now, so we'll be completing it today, doing the finishing. The finishing part is on page 177. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Page 177. Bhukti Mukti Kamnath Ji, Bhukti Mukti Kamnath Ji, Sharan Ja Guru Pyare. Bhukti Mukti Kamnath Ji, Sharan Ja Guru Pyare. शरण जा गुरु प्यारे.
भक्ति मुक्ति कामनाथ जी, शरण जा गुरु प्यारे. भक्ति मुक्ति कामनाथ जी, शरण जा गुरु प्यारे. शरण जा गुरु प्यारे.
We've heard before, for doing bhakti, sadhana bhakti, 2 kinds of bhakti. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya Vibhrututpulakantanu. 11th canto, 3rd chapter, 31st verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Bhagwan Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwars, is saying to Videhanimi, we have to do bhakti to get bhakti. एक भक्ति हमें करना है, दूसरे रसिक संत के द्वारा उनकी कृपा से ही मिलेगा. One bhakti we have to do, it's called sadhana bhakti. That bhakti is to make the path to the vessel ready, to make the heart, the mind pure. Why? So that we can get the other bhakti, siddha bhakti, the divine, supreme divine power. Through the grace of a rasik saint, one who has the divine bhakti himself. Jahi na chahiya kabahu kachu, tum san sahaj sanehi. Only one who himself has the divine love of Radha Krishna can give it to others. He himself doesn't have it, how can he give it? But he needs a vessel, patra. If this divine love, infinite power, is given to an undeserving soul, the vessel has not been made, the heart, the mind has not been made divine, and some saint were to decide to give it to that soul, it will destroy him completely, burn him to ashes. So much power. So to do bhakti, condition, anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyanavritam anukulena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. Bhakti Samit Sindhu. First thing, anyabhilashita shunyam. Besides the desire to do bhakti, to love God, Radha Krishna selflessly, nishkam prem, we have to give up all desires. All desires mean dharma, arth, kam, moksha. These are 4 things we hear about in the world. They are traditionally called the aim of life. Purusharth. Char Purusharth. People talk a lot about it. Desire for righteousness, desire for wealth, money, desire for pleasure, desire for moksha, liberation. Dharma, arth, kam, moksha. This can also be classified as sattvic desires, rajasic desires, tamasic desires, and desire for moksha, liberation. Again, we can classify it as desire for this material world, the pleasures of this material world, desires for heaven, swarga, and desire for mukti, liberation. Finally, we can classify into 2 categories. Do bhag. Desire for bhukti, and desire for mukti. Bhukti means desire for this material world, the pleasures of the material world, plus desire for heaven, swarg. These 2 combined is called bhukti. And mukti we already know, to merge into the formless aspect of Sri Krishna. These 2 have to give up. We have to give up desire for these 2. If we want bhakti, Rupa Goswami, very great saint, in the most wonderful, the greatest book of bhakti, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he says, Bhukti mukti sprihayavat pishachi hridhi vartate tavat bhakti sukhasyata katamabhyudayo bhavet. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He's calling bhukti and mukti pishachini. Pishachini means churail, demonesses, witches. Desire for bhukti, material and heavenly pleasures combined, and desire for mukti, liberation. They are witches, demonesses. As long as the desire for bhukti and mukti are in the heart of an individual, Bhakti Mahadevi, the goddess of divine love, will never come. We'll never get bhakti. Asavichar je paramasayane mukti nidarari bhakti lubhane. Tulsidas Maharaj, a great saint, the writer of the Ramayana, says, the person who is extremely wise, Paramasayane, he is taught very carefully, asavichar, very carefully he is pounded in his mind. And mukti nidarari, he's keeping very far away from mukti. Dude, get away. And is desiring only bhakti, to love the Lord selflessly. So in the same way, when we go to a Rasik saint, a true guru, bona fide saint that we have described in detail, we have to give up bhakti and mukti also, because saint is going to give us bhakti. So just as when we pray to God, we worship God, we do bhakti for Bhagavan, we should not have bhakti, desire for bhakti and mukti. In the same way, when we take shelter in the saint, who is Radha Krishna personified, and who is going to do everything for us until God realization, as we did in detail, we have to also give up bhakti and mukti. Taking shelter in the lotus feet of the saint, give up desire for bhakti, worldly and heavenly pleasures, as well as mukti, desire only bhakti, and that bhakti also nishkam. There are two kinds, sakam, nishkam. Sakam means with desire, nishkam means without desire. So sakam means desire, so I can desire the world. No. One who's praying to God for the world doesn't even know about bhakti. The knowledge has not yet even come that the happiness I'm looking for, I will find only in God. That is not to be found in the world. Anyone who prays to God for the world, to get a good job, to win the lotto, to get money, to get health, to get children, etc., that's not bhakti. That's nonsense. We don't get the world from praying to God. We get the world according to our action. Avashyameva bhoktavyam kritam karma shubha shubham. Mahabharata. You will have to enjoy the fruits of your good action as well as bad actions. You do good action, you give daন, etc., you will get the world in the next life. Lots of it, according to how much. So we get the world according to karma, not by praying to God. We have to pray to God only for bhakti. So what is sakam bhakti? One loves God, he wants only God, she wants only God, but for their happiness only. Apne sukh. They do not think about whether this will make God happy, Guru happy. And the example given is Kubja in the Bhagavad Mahapuran. So such a devotee attains God also. But it's very dangerous. This is not recommended. When we pray to God that, oh, I want you to look at me, I want you to hug me, I want you to do what I want. The day that God or the saint doesn't do that, you'll get mood off. depress. Eventually, you're going to leave the path and become an atheist. This is why the highest Rasik saints keep stressing to us only Nishkam, Nishkam, selfless. We have to love Shri Krishna as the gopis love Shri Krishna. Yatha Braj Gopika Naam, Narad Bhakti Sutra. The gopis, whatever they did was only for the happiness of Shri Krishna, not their own happiness. That you get more, much more. The Sakam Bhakt, even though he attains God, that love remains still, one place, doesn't increase. Boring. And Nishkam Bhakti, Guna Rahitam, Kamana Rahitam, Pratikshan Vardhamanam. It keeps increasing every moment. It never stays the same. So, in the same way, we have to take shelter in the saint, the Rasik saint, given up bhukti and mukti. Jayati Guruvare, Jayati Guruvare, Jayati Guruvare Pyare, Jayati Guruvare, Jayati Guruvare, Jayati Guruvare Pyare, Jayati Guruvar Pyare.
Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati
ध्यान करु आसु बहागहु शरण गुरुवर प्यारे ध्यान करु आसु बहागहु शरण गुरुवर प्यारे शरण गुरुवर प्यारे verse in the page before, we were told that we have to worship the Guru, the true Guru, who is Radha Krishna personified, with the same love and in the same way that we worship Radha Krishna. This is a dictum of the Vedas, the highest authority of the Vedas, and the most important section of Vedas at the end. It's called Upanishad. The Vedas say, Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha gurau tasya te katitha hyarta prakashyante mahatmanah. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 6, verse 23. This Ved mantra is saying that we have to worship the Guru, the true Guru, remember. Guru, who is Radha Krishna personified, Shotriya Brahmanishta Mahapurush, a bona fide saint, Rasik saint, with the same love and the same way we worship Radha Krishna, knowing him to be Radha Krishna personified. As I told you that day when I explained that when you meet such a saint, a Rasik saint, you are actually meeting Radha Krishna. He is Radha Krishna personified. Of course, we will not see. Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi Prabhu Murati Dekhi tin taisi. This is a thing that when we meet divine entities, whether it's God or a saint, who is God personified, how we are on the inside in our heart, the same way we will see. We will see them, perceive them. Exactly how we are on the inside. It gets reflected like a mirror. If we are of a tamasic nature, we are tamasic in nature, we think only wrong things, bad things. The mind is extremely dirty, and we meet God or a saint. Oh, he's a very bad man. बहुत बुरा आदमी है. This is why when saints come in the world, even Bhagwan, the world tries to kill them. Instead of benefiting, surrendering, majority, we curse, criticize, abuse, crucify, poison, you name it. Look at history. Because of what's inside, how we are on the inside. Do not think that God is going to come and you will fall on unconscious with bliss. You know, in the Christian religion, there's a lot of Christians who say that Christ is going to come again. And many times people have predicted he's coming this year, he never came. Who knows, maybe he came. Who says he would not come? But exactly what they did at that time when they crucified him in Jerusalem is exactly what they're going to do again. Nobody's going to fall at his feet and worship him, because he's going to come and say, everything you're doing is wrong. It's all wrong. And he will scold and criticize, and then they will say, get rid of him. He's not. Because you can't see. We have to have divine eyes to see. We have to be deserving. If you have a Rajasic nature, you love money, you love power, and you meet a saint, oh, I know, he likes money. And if we have a Sattvic nature, we meet God or a saint, he's a good man. Acha, good. Better than me, but good, that's all. And God and the saints are beyond Maya, beyond Sattvic. So only if they shower, that's why only when a saint showers his grace, or Bhagwan showers his grace, we're able to meet the saint and even more difficult benefit from him. Many people meet saint. I went, I saw so many people running after him, and he's doing this and doing that, and waste of time. I wasted my time. People have this abhiman, I will know if he's a saint. You go with all this abhiman, the saint will deliberately, he knows what you're thinking, he will deliberately behave in such a manner, you will become confused and run away from there. You have to go with, that's why, adhav shraddha, tata sadhu sangota bhajana kriya. First there must be faith. Who is a saint? What is a saint? Having faith. Then go. Otherwise, big problem. It happens mostly, especially in this Kali. So, the same way, we have to love in the same way, having the faith that the saint is Radha Krishna personified. Shri Krishna says, Acharyam mam bijaniyan. This is the prayer we say in our daily prayer. The daily pratna. From Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 17 chapter, 27 verse. Shri Krishna is saying, know the saint to be me, Shri Krishna. Uddhav, he's me. Mam vijaniyan, Shri Krishna himself. Is not somebody saying, God is saying. Who else will listen to? So knowing that, the same way we have to shed tears for Radha Krishna, taking shelter in Radha Krishna. When we meet a saint, we are not going to meet Radha Krishnas yet. When we meet the saint who is Radha Krishna personified, we have to shed tears, taking shelter in his lotus feet, meditating on him. on his divine form. Knowing that it's divine, yes, I can't see the divinity because my eye is defected. These eyes that we have, what does it do? It can see, it looks. What can it see? Material objects, because our eyes are material. It cannot see divine. So saint is divine, body is divine, but when we look with our defected eye, we will see material. Don't expect to see divine. I went and I didn't say anything special because your eyes are not special. Kya dekhenge? And that's why we get all this confused and we get dejected because we think we should get something. You don't have a part, a vessel. Husband and wife went to meet the saint. Both went. Both had this faith to go. One got more affected because there was a better vessel. The heart was more pure. So that one, they got more grace. They felt more affected. They fell down and they want to chant and they just want to stay with the saint. The other one felt something, but we are busy. We have to go back home and take care of the business and the children. And what's wrong with you? He must have done that saint must have done some magic in your head, brainwash you. He started blaming the saint. The saint has nothing to do with that. The saint is given the same to everyone. Somebody's vessel was better, their heart was more pure, they got more. Why should we blame the saint for that? We never blame ourselves. Upat ke anusar. Up to us to make the vessel. If you want plenty, then work hard, make the vessel good, you will get plenty. You want so much, but you love only so much. No. If you want so much, then you have to love so much also. Ye yatha mam prapadyanti tans tadhaiva bhajamyaham. Chapter 4, verse 11, Gita. This is a divine law, unbreakable divine law. Shri Krishna says, how someone loves me with whatever feeling, I return that love in the same way, in the same amount, same percentage. And the same law applies to a saint. He has to love. If you love, he has to. We demand that the saint should love me, that Shri Krishna should love me, Durga should love me, God should love me, but I don't love. I love my family, I love my husband, my wife, my children, my muruka, but God should love me. It doesn't work like that. They have no choice. They have to. This is a divine law. But we is according to how much we love. We don't have to worry about how much God loves me, how much the saint loves me. All we have to think in our heart and realize, how much do I love Shri Krishna? How much do I love Radharani? How much do I love Maharaji? Bas, okay. They have to return it. This is a divine law. They cannot go against it. They have no choice. In the world, people have a choice. A lot of times, somebody is loving somebody, a boy is loving a girl, the girl has no idea. And she's loving somebody else. The boy goes and says, look, I love you. Oh, so what? I don't love you. He goes and commits suicide. It happens. Not because you love me, I have to love you. I love somebody else. Oh, I don't want to love. It's my choice in the world. But in the divine world, when it comes to God and the saint, they have no choice. They have to. They have no choice. So just in the same way, meditating on the Guru. We cannot go direct to God. Keep this in mind. We cannot worship only Radha Krishna, only God. We can worship Radha Krishna plus the saint. This is what is recommended. Or, if we have that faith, if our devotion is so high that we have the faith that Guru is Radha Krishna personified, then we can worship only Guru. Don't even look at Radha Krishna. You will get the exact same benefit. And as I mentioned, Shri Krishna says, love my devotee, those who love me. Don't love me, love them, I will come running. Mad bhaktasya me bhaktas te me bhaktatama mataha. This is his words. They are very dear to me, those who love me. They are dearer to me than my life. Shri Krishna is saying. So meditating on the form of Guru, shedding tears, surrender to his lotus feet. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Pyare. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Pyare. Jayati Guruvar Pyare. गुरु की आज्ञा मानना ही गुरु की सेवा प्यारे। गुरु की आज्ञा मानना ही गुरु की सेवा प्यारे। गुरु की सेवा प्यारे। गुरु की आज्ञा मानना ही गुरु की सेवा प्यारे। Seva. We have to do seva. We have to do seva means to serve. In Gita, Bhagwan Shri Krishna says to Arjun, Tad virpranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshati te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34. If we are so fortunate, this is one of the greatest fortune. We are so fortunate to meet that kind of saint. What kind of saint? Jnaninaha plus darshinaha. This is the condition for one being a guru. Jnaninaha. One who has knowledge of all the Vedas, all the scriptures, all the Puranas, all the scriptures, complete knowledge. Plus, he can make us understand. That is Jnaninaha. And Tattvadarshinaha means one who has attained the divine vision. He has seen Krishna, Radha Krishna. He has attained the divine love, divine bliss, divine knowledge. Theoretical man plus practical man. If we are so fortunate to meet the bona fide saint, what to do? So then Shri Krishna says, number one, tad virip pranipatena. Patena means surrender. Pranipatena means completely surrender. Complete surrender. Main thing we have to surrender, mind and intellect. Mayeva mana adhasva mai buddhim niveshaya. Chapter 12, verse 8, Gita. Shri Krishna says, Arjun, give your mind and intellect to me alone. I don't want your body. I don't want your action, physical. I want your mind and intellect. What does it mean, want your mind and intellect? Exactly as Guru, Arjun had made Shri Krishna his Guru. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichhami tvam dharma samudha chetah yache yasyan bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Arjun is saying to Shri Krishna in the second chapter, my mind is unable to decide on the right course of action. I'm unable to decide on the right course of action due to the extreme bewilderment of the mind. Please guide me, hey Krishna, please guide me. I beg you to guide me, to show me the way. I seek your advice as your fully surrendered disciple. Fully surrendered. Shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapanna. Complete surrender. Of course he wasn't. He kept applying the mind and intellect. Why? No, but. He's saying, I'm your complete surrendered disciple, as we also say. But then he kept applying the mind and intellect. Shri Krishna says, hey, you were saying you're my complete surrendered disciple and you keep applying the mind and intellect. So, give your mind and intellect to me completely. Stop applying the mind and intellect. As Guru say, you do. Before we know that somebody is a guru, a saint, we should find out, test, look, try to find out. But the moment you come to the conclusion that yes, he's a genuine saint, bona fide saint, now just close your eyes and accept that he alone knows what's good for me. I don't know. I am under Maya. This mind of mine is so bad, has been the reason, my mind and intellect, for me rotating in 8.4 million forms of life from beginningless time. I'm going to stop listening to this crazy, stupid mind and intellect of mine. Now I'm going to listen to only Guru. When it comes to Guru, when it comes to the scriptures, it comes to Bhagavan, we should not apply the mind and intellect. Especially when it comes to Guru. We can't understand scripture and we can't experience Bhagavan until we attain God realization. But we can experience Guru. Guru comes for us. So tad vidipranipatina, complete surrender, number one. Number two, pariprashnena. You don't apply the mind and intellect, but you have to ask. We have to ask. Because we have doubts. We have doubts on spiritual matter. Uncountable lifetimes of things are stored in the mind and intellect. Who's going to clarify that? We can't. This is why we go to the Guru. We ask him question, not to see how much he knows, or to show how much I know. I read Gita, I read Ramayana, I read Bhagavad, I read a little bit of Upanishad somebody wrote in English. So now I know. I'm going to show him how much I know. No. Don't go like that. I have genuine doubts in my mind. Why is it saying so in the scripture? What does it mean, complete surrender? What does it mean that I should not love any person or object in the world? Things like that. You go. So you ask with a genuine interest, a longing, a yearning to know, to remove the doubt. Pariprashnena. And number 3, sevaya. Do his seva, serve him. The seva is most important. The word bhakti, which we are talking about and is the greatest thing, is derived, the meaning of bhakti means seva. Look, in Sanskrit, when we want to know the meaning of a word, we look for the root of that word, dhatu, the root word, to know what it actually means. The root word of bhakti, the very root is bhaj. It comes from the root bhaj. What does bhaj mean? Bhaj dhatu sevayam. Bhaj means to serve, to do seva. To serve who? To serve my dog, to serve the cat, to serve my mummy, my daddy, my children, to serve the government. No. That's not bhakti. It is only bhakti when we serve God and the saint who is God personified. Then it becomes bhakti. Naraji tells us in Narad Bhakti Sutra, Satvasmin Param Prema Rupa. He defines bhakti as love. Love for who? Tvasmin means Shri Krishna. Love for God, love or the saint who is Shri Krishna personified. So when we serve God and the saint who is Radha Krishna personified, then we are doing bhakti. So seva is so important. The most important thing is seva. We'll hear this word seva so much. Seva. And how do we do seva? What do we have? We have 3 things that we can serve with. हमारे पास 3 चीजें हैं. We have 3 things. Tan, man, dhan. Tan means body. We can do physical seva. If you are able to, if you are given the opportunity, you can wash the clothes of the saint, cook his food, press his lotus feet, etc., clean his house. But not everyone gets that. A saint may be living in a very far country, all the way in India somewhere, or in an ashram all the way in the forest deep, or that he has so much people following that already so many people are doing all the seva, you don't get an opportunity, you can't get an opportunity. So getting this physical seva is very difficult. Very difficult. But that's also done. Dhan. Dhan ki seva. Dhan means wealth. We are supposed to use our wealth, part of it, to serve God and the saint. It's a debt we owe to Bhagwan. Don't want to go in great detail about Dhan. Shri Krishna tells us many places. In the Ramayana it says, Pragat chari par dharma ke kalimal ek pradhan yen ken vidhi dineu dan karai kalyan. There are 4 principles of dharma, principles 4. Satya, truthfulness. Daya, compassion. Shauch, purity. Purity doesn't mean taking a bath. Pure thought. Pure vichar. And dan, charity. In this age of Kali Yuga, only 1 remains. In other ages, they were there, all 4. Satyug, best. Treta Yuga, also very good. Dwapar, less. And in Kali Yuga, only 1 remains. There is no truthfulness, there is no compassion, and there is no purity in thought, no shauch. So only one remains, Dan. Danamekam kalau yuge manusmriti. Manuji Maharaj says, in the age of Kal Yuga, the only dharma that remains is Dan, charity. And there are many reasons why we have to do, I don't want to go in detail here. But the fact is we are supposed to give Dan, charity. How much? 10% of our earning, at least. Dashansh it is called. When we give that, we fulfill a debt we owe to God. We can never fulfill Guru's debt. Impossible. But we do it also, knowing him to be God personified. Now, we have to do Dan, but we have to be careful. There's a law, there's rules governing it. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Deshe kale cha patre cha, Deshe kale cha patre cha, Taddanam satvikam smitam. Chapter 17, verse 20. Patra ke anusar, according to the patra, the vessel, where we give the dan, who we give this charity to, we will get the benefit. There are 4 patra, 4 vessels. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. This is material. If we give this dan, this charity, to a tamasic person, a person utilizes it in the wrong way, we will go to hell. We give it to a Rajasic person, use it in a Rajasic way, we'll come back in this material world in 8.4 million forms of life. We give it to a Sattvic person, it's used in a Sattvic way, we will go to heaven or come in the world in human form and get wealth. So this is 3. And the 4th one is Nirgun. We give it to a saint. We use it for Bhagavan. We give it to a saint, we get divine fruits. That's why it's so important. Guru doesn't take, no saint takes from anyone. What we will not do, Guru is making us do, he gets a bad name. Actually, Guru gives. Guru will never take, he gives, but we don't understand that. By giving, we are going to get so much more. So dhan. And man, this is the highest. Serving with the mind. Meaning, attaching your heart to Radha Krishna, to the saint with love, following the instruction. That is seva. So we have to serve. But whatever we think is not seva. We may think, I like doing this, I like doing that. And Guru says, do this. Somebody is very qualified in the world, has a PhD, and he thinks, I should be in the office doing some very important work. And Guru, you go to a saint, and Guru says, go and clean the drain. Go and clean the toilet. Oh? I have PhD and you put me to clean drain, toilet? I have seen it. Because you have too much abhiman, pride. Guru knows by doing that seva, pride will go, the abhiman will go. Guru alone knows which seva is going to help us, benefit us. So Guru ki agya ke anusar, agya palan, agya saman susahib seva. Seva means what Guru tells you, not what we want, not what our mind says. What Guru says. Because he alone knows what's good for us. We don't know. So saharsh hoke, whatever seva Guru gives, with great joy, we should do it. Even if it means cleaning the drain, the toilet, the dirtiest. Actually, Shri Krishna loves the dirtiest seva. He himself did it to show us. At one time he was asked to be something. The chairman in a yagna, and he said, okay, I will accept this position. I'm not Brahman. Normally a Brahman is given. Shri Krishna was born a Kshatri, in the home of Kshatri or Vaishya. But they insisted, we know who you are. You have to take this position. So Shri Krishna said, okay, I will do it. But on one condition. I think I crossed the time. Let me just finish. All right, so, but if everyone eat, I will take up the dirty plates. I will go and take up all the dirty leaf, the dirty plates. So Shri Krishna love dirty seva, the dirtiest. Let's finish this. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar, Jayati Guruvar Pyare. Jayati Guruvar Pyare.
जयति गुरुवर जयति गुरुवर प्यारे जयति गुरुवर जयति गुरुवर जयति गुरुवर प्यारे जयति गुरुवर प्यारे
हरि कृपालु हो तभी जब कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे. हरि कृपालु हो तभी जब कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे. कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे.
हरि कृपालु हो तभी जब कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे हरि कृपालु हो तभी जब कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे कर कृपा गुरु प्यारे
How Hari Kripalu, how tabhi jab kar kripa guru pyare. Shri Krishna will only shower his grace upon us when Guru is happy. When Guru is happy with our seva, when he's happy that we are following his instruction. Someone is your Guru, a true saint, but you do what the mind says, you make Guru unhappy, you go against Guru's instruction, then you're in big trouble. Our whole goal in life is to make Guru happy. Always do only that which will make your Guru happy. Never do anything that will cause him to be unhappy with you. Always strive. We are imperfect, we are under Maya, we will do wrong things. As long as we are under Maya, but strive, always strive that my action should never make my Guru sad. He should be happy. And when Guru is happy, Shri Krishna becomes even more happy. So that's why our only goal in life is to make Guru happy. Once we make Guru happy, Guru gets happy, Krishna gets happy. As I said, double faida. We get double benefit. Guru is going to shower his grace and Shri Krishna is even more happy. He'll shower even more grace. So just always strive that whatever I do, I should never do anything which makes my Guru unhappy. There's much more we will hear later on. बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. जय श्री राधे. जय जय श्री राधे. जय जय श्री राधे. Okay, so I was supposed to finish 10:15. We have to leave right away now, so let's try to arrange ourselves very quickly. The thing was